I'm Hannah, and today I feel exhausted, achy, pain, whatever fibromyalgia has thrown at me today. I'm feeling it. So this is a very raw, authentic class that I'm delivering today. There is no set plan. I'm just going to move intuitively with what feels good on my body. I've got some props that I've brought to the mat because I know where I want to work. But if you're having one of those days where you've woken up and you're just not feeling it and your body is just telling you to stop, then join me and let's get started to stretch ourselves out. So today I am going to try and open up my hips. My hips and my lower back are particularly tight, and at night I'm trying to sleep with my knee up, which of course when you've got achiness and pain points through here isn't actually that easy. But when I'm asleep or trying to sleep, I do this because it's what I've always done. So I'm really tight in this entire area through the thigh as well. So today I'm going to stand tall, feet hip distance apart. Getting my pelvis into neutral here, tilting it forwards so that we've got my Pilates compass here. So your fingers are towards your pubic bone, your thumbs just touch just underneath your navel, and you stand nice and tall. And to arrive on the mat, I'm going to close my eyes. Take some deep breaths and let my shoulders gently melt downwards. Nodding the head to just gently stretch the back of the neck as I inhale upwards and exhale downwards. Bringing the shoulders towards the ears as I inhale. And exhale, really push them down, draw the shoulder blades together so you're squeezing them together, opening up the chest here, and then drawing the shoulders down as well. And again, inhale, bring it up to the ears. Exhale, rotate those shoulders backwards, squeeze the shoulder blades together and open up that chest. And again, inhale. Exhale, rotate, squeeze and down. And then just let the shoulders fall. Starting from the top of the head, we're going to relax as we let our facial muscles just fall into a natural position with no tension whatsoever. And with each exhalation, move down the body, letting that part fall to the ground. So as I inhale here, I'm allowing my chest to comfortably just relax and draw down, keeping my shoulders back, my chest open, and my heart forwards. All the way down the body. If you find that you're a bit dizzy with your eyes closed, you can either have them open or use a chair or a wall to the side of you to just gently place a hand onto to steady yourself. All the way down the knees, letting the knees relax into the ankles. Stretching the toes wide, planting each toe onto the mat like a frog's foot, really grounding yourself, pushing through all four corners of your feet. So the top two corners and then the top back corners of your heel. Okay, push them down into the ground, really ground yourself today. Beautiful. Now I'm going to start by holding onto my chair. My balance has been a bit off recently where I haven't been practicing certain routines on certain practices. So I'm going to use the chair today. Gently hold onto it. I'm going to place my hand onto my hip, steady myself, get a good base, and gently bring up my right knee. Now you don't have to do left and right, do whatever side you want to first of all, but I'm bringing up my right knee. and gently tapping it down again. Inhale to lift, exhale to push down. Good. 3. Going for 5 of these. 2 and 1. Feeling tight today. How are you feeling? Are you feeling comfortable? Are you feeling tight? Is it a little bit painful? Swapping sides now. Here we go. Lifting up for 5. Pushing that sole of the foot down to the mat. Good. 2. And 1. Good. Bringing the feet back, hip distance apart, and just coming onto your toes, really stretching the feet there. Our feet can actually be a bit neglected. We tend to spend all of our time on them, and then we don't give them a bit of TLC and love, which is really important. So we're going to stretch through the toes, give the toes a wiggle so you're getting a full rotation. Now, not only is that moving your ankle, as you can see, it's taking your leg out to the hip, or the hip out, sorry, to the side. Okay, do it the other way. Doesn't matter if your foot falls apart. This does not have to be perfect. And with the way that my body is feeling, perfection is not what it's about. It's about doing something rather than nothing. Okay, changing over. And this for me today is what I'm feeling my body needs. And that's the crucial part of anything. It doesn't matter whether it's Pilates, yoga, gentle stretching, whatever you want to name it, other direction here. It's about just getting on your mat and spending 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, whatever you want to do, just to give your helping hand to your body. I can't even make sense today. It's one of those days, but I know you're gonna really identify with that. Good. Holding onto the chair again, I'm going to open up my hip nice and gently. So I'm going to inhale, lifting the knee up. Exhale, draw the knee out to a lateral rotation, so I'm opening up the hip here. Now, what we want to make sure is, as you can see, my hip bones have gone in a direction, a diagonal direction, but we want to try and keep the hips facing forwards. Now, where mine are so tight, this is really challenging at the moment. Wasn't always the case. This is just something that's developed with fibro, so we have to work on that. So knee up, taking it out as much as you can. If lifting your leg is too much, just keep your toe on the ground so that you've got this opening here. Okay, good. Inhale, exhale, bring it back to center. Other side, inhale, exhale, hip bones stay forward. You're going to feel it in your glute if it's tight, all the way around that hip area. Inhale, exhale, come back to center and place it down gently. Now this is going to help our balance back onto the other side. And balance is crucial, not only for this part of life, but in older life as well. If we lose our balance, we start to fall, we start to have nasty accidents, and we really do need to focus on that. Keeping the balance, an important part of our life in our practice. Good. And again, one more each side. Oh, that's tight. Good. Back there, good. And then just walk out the feet. Pumping through the knees. Coming up through the thighs. Now this, when they're tight, can actually feel quite uncomfortable, so you can just make them small movements if you'd like to. My knees are feeling it at the moment, where I've been trying to walk for a little bit too long distances, maybe I should have been. So they're really tight and they need some strength through them, so you may feel that too. Good. Now I'm going to turn to the side now, showing you this leg first. So standing tall, getting that neutral pelvis. Standing nice and tall, crown pushed up towards the ceiling, shoulders back, shoulder blades together. You could place a chair in front of you or perhaps a wall. Ground yourself with your feet hip distance apart. And we're going to lift a leg up and down. Good. Up and down. Now move within your own range of movement. feel what the body's doing. What you want to avoid is leaning and lifting, okay? Stand nice and tall and lift to wherever your body will stay vertical. So if that's only a little bit, perfect. If you can take it all the way up, great. But just see what the body's doing. Good, one more. And then changing over sides. Get in that position again. Shoulder blades down, squeeze together, shoulders relaxed, gently holding onto your chair, and we're going to do 10 on the other side. Breathing normally, but take lovely deep breaths if it's aching or particularly niggly. Good. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Great job, well done. Remaining at the chair, we're going to take one leg first, get our neutral pelvis again, shoulders relaxed, drawing the leg up so that you've got a bent knee at a 90-degree angle, grounding through the other leg that you're standing on. And notice I'm not using left and rights because this is totally up to you. And the way that my brain is working today, I don't think I could remember left and rights, to be honest. So just move from leg to leg. As long as we do the same each side, truly doesn't matter. So plant yourself, root yourself down, spread the toes to give you a good base, push through the 4 corners of your foot, bending that knee to a 90-degree angle, and we're going to push up to stretch the front of that thigh right the way through the hip. Now as you push back, squeeze your glute, which is your bum, squeeze it in, okay? So we're going to go for 10, here we go, 10, 9, so inhale as you come forward, exhale to push back, 7, now I can feel that on the other side, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. I really felt that on the other side actually more than there, and that's how tight my body is today. So again, see what works for you here. Push back as far as your body will allow. Changing over now. Get your position, standing tall, ground yourself through the other foot, spreading your toes, pushing your weight into all 4 corners, lifting the knee into the 90-degree angle. Try not to lean. Standing straight, and here we go for 10 this side. Inhale, exhale for 10. Here we go, good. 8, 7, oh, it's shaking. 6, 5, 4, keep it going, you've got this. 3, good job. 2, and 1, and of course you can slow it down if you want to. Pump out those legs. Good, beautiful job. And I'm going to just place my chair over here, and I'm going to take a resistance band. Now you can use a belt, resistance band, whatever you have to hand. You can even do it without the band, to be honest. Standing tall, we're going to do a circular motion with our legs so that we're opening up our hip, and we're getting the ball joint moving within the socket. So we want it to really move in its full rotation that it can do. So if you need a bit of balance, hold on to the chair. So what you could do is change your chair over to the side that you want. Grab your resistance band, holding it here to give you some stability. And here we go. So we're going to lift that leg up, holding the band. We're going to use it to take that leg all the way round and come forwards. Now here, there's a tendency to lean forwards. You want to avoid that. Standing tall, neutral pelvis. Here we go. Inhale. And exhale to give that leg a really good circle there. Good. And again, nice and gently. Good, 2 more. Oh, that's pinching me today. You don't want it to hurt, so if you need to, last one, if you need to lessen the movement, so it's a nice small one. Please go with it. Honestly, you're doing such a lot of good just by getting on the mat today. Changing over sides, changing the chair if that's good to do so. And I'm not doing too many repetitions today, you'll notice, 5 or 10 at the most, because when we are in pain, we want to, and discomfort, we want to work it, but we don't want to overwork it. That's not the plan here today, okay? Here we go, inhale, exhale for 5, good. What's it feeling like this side? 3, last one, come on, let's do this. Should we do one for luck? Why not? Good, great job. Well done. Okay, moving your chair out of the way. Now what I'm also feeling today is a really tight spine, lower back in particular because of this hip area being so tight. So we're going to do a roll down here. Getting that neutral pelvis, shoulders down, opening up the chest. Feet hip distance apart, our arms loosely and relaxed placed beside us, palms facing forwards. We're going to find our inhalation. And as we exhale, we're going to tuck our chin onto our chest and start to roll down, one vertebrae at a time, all the way down. Now come to a place that feels good for you. You can use a block here to give you some support. You can also slightly bend the knees and tuck the head under. And when you're ready, gently roll yourself up. Bringing the shoulders up to the ears, rolling them back, dropping the shoulder blades. Good. Now I'm going to do this without cueing for 3 more. Here we go. Enjoy the movement, tucking the chin down and rolling down. Coming up. Beautiful. Go at your own pace. Last fall down and up. Here we go. Good. Now this time we're going to roll down into ragdoll. So when you come down into the roll down, just stay there. And we're going to cross our arms over, one overlapped at the other, and just gently sway. Okay, I'll do it from a different position so you can see. Standing tall, shoulders back, pushing the crown to the top of the ceiling or to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, here we go, coming into roll down. Bending the knees if it feels good. Crossing your arms over, tucking your head underneath. Hopefully your glasses don't want to fall off like mine. And then gently sway side to side. And then face the top of the mat, gently bending the knees, placing the hands down, spraying the fingers out, again like a frog's foot, to give you some stability and equally distributing your weight. Step one leg back, take the other to join it, and just gently come down onto your knees. Good. Bringing your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips. We're going to do a couple of cat-cows now. So push through the tops of your feet so they're grounded into the mat. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, tuck your pelvis under and chuck your chin into your chest, protruding the shoulder blades to the ceiling. Find your inhalation, and as you exhale, come back, looking up. Push the sit bones to the ceiling, push through the tops of the feet, and really arch the spine in the opposite direction. Good. Hold it here. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale. Tuck the pelvis under, tuck that chin under, and here we go. 3, 2, 1. Inhale. Exhale, come back up. I know my microphone might be a bit distorted, but again, doesn't matter today, people, doesn't matter. Inhale. Exhale for the last one. Make this count. Tuck under, push the shoulder blades up. 3, 2, 1. Coming back up for the last time. Good. And coming back into neutral. Now we're going to come back into what looks like child's pose, but we're going to do some rotations through our hips. So we're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to drop our hips to one side, push down towards the heels, scoop around, coming up the other side, staying with the hips out to the opposite side there, and coming up. So you're drawing a circle with your hips. Inhale. Exhale, come into the circle, push down, round, up the other side to the top. Now you want to be pushing down through the tops of your feet onto the mat to give you stability. Inhale, exhale, drop down again. Now tight hips, you're gonna feel it, but you're doing so much good. You're stretching it in a different way. Good. 2 more. Dropping down. Pushing back, all the way around. Good, beautiful. Last one. Feels good, right? And then we're going to come back into neutral, reposition yourself if you need to shuffle, and we're going to go in the opposite direction. So, inhale, exhale, push out to that upwards direction, push down, round, so that we're going both ways. Really important to even up both sides with everything we do. Good. Noticing the difference, but don't judge it, don't let it take over you. Just notice it and breathe into that area, sending your breath down to that concern. Good. 2 more here. Last one. Good. And then we are going to go into child's pose. So push your sit bones down to your heels. You can have your knees together or in a V shape with your toes tucked, just touching together there. Bringing your torso down towards your mat. Now you can either take a block or a cushion or a blanket, that sort of thing, and just gently place your head onto the block. Or you may wish to come right down so that your forehead is on the mat. If it's too much through the shoulders, just place them where feels good. Have a play and see what feels good for you. It may be that you have them in a 90-degree bend and you place your forehead onto the block. For me today, this feels incredible. So I'd invite you to stay here, breathing normally. Bringing your attention to the breath, and as those thoughts fly into the brain, which they always will, don't let them own you. Acknowledge them, know they're there, but bring your attention back to the breath each time the mind wanders. just a short while longer. And when you're ready, gently remove any props you've been using, walking your hands up to come into seated. Nice straight back, bringing the arms around extended, interlacing the fingers with the palms facing outwards, pushing forwards and drop the head. Feeling a stretch through that upper back and neck. Inhale, exhale, bring the arms overhead, pushing the palms to the ceiling, stretching really tall, and then come back down with a nice rotation through those shoulders, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Beautiful. And relax. Thank you so much for joining me in my personal practice today. Like I say, it wasn't a planned class, it was just intuitive movement, and I'd love to encourage you to do that. Come and have a look at what else I do. There are planned classes on my website, Withhannah.academy, where you can get 14 days free trial and cancel at any point with no fees whatsoever. You can always come on my Q&A sessions on eventbrite.co.uk as well, and they're free of charge, and it's an opportunity for you to come and meet me, to join the community of love and support and ask me anything about how to holistically help your condition, whether it be mental or physical. I've really enjoyed this today and I absolutely feel better for it. Thank you for joining me.